to this game. Battle of Migdol. We already saw this map, pretty flat map, and both players, as you see, are going to start with a lot of forest area on either side, so they'll be able to hide. I mean, you can hide units there, but they probably won't do any good if you leave them there, because the battle is usually going to take place in the middle plane. So really not too much of an incentive to leave your units hidden. However, there is another forest patch in the middle, and that's where you could use some tactical options to hide units. This is what I mean. This patch, actually several patches. This is 1, 2, really small one, maybe hide 1 or 2 units, 2, and then this big patch at the bottom of the map. That's where they can hide units. So other than that, a pretty flat map, which is always good. Okay, so apparently MCM retired. And I totally misspelled that. Okay. Alright, so MCN withdrew, so Schmook moves on. Alright. So apparently they are ready. So we'll be on our way. We'll be on our way. Baktria versus Parthia. I'm really interested to see what Parthia build is going to be like. I know Baktria pretty well, but Parthia is a faction I'm not really too familiar with, so I would definitely like to see what they're gonna bring. Alright, so we're ready. Both players are ready. And there we go. We're on our way. So all cavalry army for Baktria. Interesting. So cataphracts, Royan noble horse, cataphracts. Yeah, noble horses. What's this? 4 noble horses, royal cavalry, 2 Atlantic cataphracts, elephant, and 3 horse archers. Let's take a look at the build from Parthia. That's a lot of missiles. Yes, a lot of missiles. Also plenty of cavalry. We have Eastern cataphracts. Yeah, 3 cataphracts on the right, and no, it's 4 Eastern cataphracts and noble blood cavalry. 2 of them camel spearmen. A shit ton of archers from Jonasnee. Parthian foot archers, about 6 of them. Missile cavalry as well. Elephant unit as well. The general is a noble horse archer. And I just see no infantry. Okay, so it's a pause. Okay, so apparently Jonasnee's not pleased at all with Togo's build. I mean, he did spam it. It's I mean, it's within the rules, but it is a lot of cavalry, like total spam. I mean, I understand Jonas, because of course infantry is limited, but I don't know, he probably shouldn't have picked Parthia then. Just go with another faction that can do better against Baktria. But Well, apparently we're gonna have to set a cavalry limit because this is a I mean, it is a bit unfair. This is something we didn't foresee because, you know, full cavalry builds would usually not work. In this case, I think JonasnEE got completely outpicked in the faction because obviously, knowing that Parthia has very cheap and shitty infantry, well, an all cavalry build against is going to be extremely effective. But you know, we weren't expecting to get someone to get counterpicked so hard. But I mean, now that it happened, we okay, let's Alright, so yeah, I think we're just gonna have to address this in the rules for next time. We can't change the rules mid tournament because that's just it's not gonna be fair for the people who already played, you know, because maybe if the rules have been different, they would have brought different armies. So yeah, there's definitely a flaw in the rules. We should definitely limit cavalry. We should definitely limit cavalry in this case because this is what happens then. But you see, this wasn't a problem in other Parthia matchups because, you know, the faction he was playing against had a lot of more infantry options. Again, like I said, I think it is unfair when this scenario happens, but again, Parthia should not have been picked to fight against Baktria. Like, that was just a complete mispick on JonasnEE's side, but I mean, I understand the frustration. I completely agree, and in a way, that's also why we make these tournaments, because as of right now, there's still no official, universally accepted rule set for this game. So that's also why we use these tournaments to, you know, kind of test some rules and try to come up with a standard rule set that can be applied to all games and have fair matches. So I think that's what I mean, definitely we just learned something today. We learned that we have to limit cavalry. So again, this is a progressive learning experience, so that in future tournaments we'll have even better rules that limit this kind of actions. So So yeah, fortunately, some people are going to be martyrs. They're going to have to kind of take the punches for the improvement of the game and the online community. But well, that's the thing. And but again, you see, even if JonasnSnee do lose to, if they do lose to this, if he do lose to these Baktria build, I mean, he's still got a chance to go to the losers bracket and fight back. So, I mean, really, there was never too much strategy to this fight. It was just basically a blob, just a cavalry blob, just moving all your units. I think the elephants, if anything, I think the elephants are going to be decisive in this matchup, because elephants deal quite a lot of damage. They have a lot of hit points, and whoever manages to run them amok at the right place, because obviously when they're amok they kill your own units, so if you manage to run them amok but at the right place at the right time, they could absolutely turn the battle in your favor. So JonasnSnee actually making a really good work of his archers. I mean, he's got a shit ton of archers, and he's actually putting them to good use. He's already routing most of Baktria's. His archers are pretty much gone, his horse archers, and now the rest of the infantry, I mean cavalry, is just duking it out in the middle. Let's take a look. I've never used this camera. So we got a little bit of lag. Hello. Okay, so we're lagging pretty badly for some reason. Okay, so the elephants, let's see, it's 2 kills only for Yabgu's elephants and 53 kills for JonasnSnee elephants. So JonasnSnee definitely doing the better work with the elephants. Definitely getting a way better fight with the elephants. Neither elephant has run amok yet, so we're not seeing friendly casualties yet. This horse archer is still available. JonasnSnee should probably bring this cavalry back to the fight. He definitely needs to throw everything he's got. His archers are kind of irrelevant right now. Or not right now, but they will be relevant at the end of the battle, because if he loses his cav, then since, you know, Baktria's all cav, his archers are pretty much dead. So he needs to absolutely focus on this. And you know, this is one of those ironic things in life. It seems JonasnSnee just took victory from Yabgu. He completely routed his units. All his cavalry is gone. This is this is one of those things that don't turn out the way they're supposed to turn out. But I mean, still, we should definitely make some changes to the rules, because even if when JonasnSnee was able to pull it off, or so it seems, like I really don't think Yabgu can come back from this. Yeah, there's no coming back for this. But I mean, nevertheless, despite JonasnSnee victory, we still have to take a look at the rules again. So there it is, a decisive victory for JonasnSnee. Interesting battle, definitely something we will have to address soon. But yeah, I mean, JonasnSnee just showed us that he can, if you can outplay, even if you get counterpicked and everything, you can still win by skill. So good game. Definitely good game. So, all right, we're going to update the brackets, and we're moving towards the final part of the tournament. We're getting into the semifinals and the third bracket of the losers. I mean, the third round of the losers bracket. So stay put. We're gonna be back in a few minutes with more Rome 2 Total War action. Don't go anywhere.